Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Jose Quintana. How about a report on him, Chris?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Just about to get started, and up to the plate is Will Smith. And we're underway in Denver. This one chopped up the middle. Jumps, throws, nicely done for the out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. That misses the zone. And that's ball 1.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Foul ball. Just settling in here at Coors Field. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball, and that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Ohtani over at first with one away. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Here comes Max Muncy. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swings through that one, out in front that time. That misses, and the count is 2-2. Stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. Teoscar goes down on strikes. Back here in Denver, on the hill here today, Shohei Ohtani. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Now the 0-1. And a foul ball. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And now it's going to be Mickey Moniak.
Oh.
The 1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league.
That's the ball.
On the ground, right side. And foul ball. 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he walked him.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the catcher. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Ball. Hard.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Runner on the go again. There's a ball.
Inside.
Throw to third. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. No score here, but a runner at third with 1 down. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 away. Now it's the rookie first baseman. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out. Back here at Coors Field. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Betts with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Quintana, more than 100 career wins on the mound. He joined the team as a free agent. There's a strike, and the count is 3-1. That one at the knees for a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. No hits in the shutout last night. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Alex Call in the box now. Takes strike 1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
The Dodgers looking to strike first here at the top of the second.
0-1. 2.
In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out. 2 aboard with 1 out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. In there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes. Rojas wants another look at the called strike. Gets a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Two on, 1 out. That one finds the corner. 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Another 1-2. Right side. And it's just foul. That was close.
Whoa.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Will Smith to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. That's to third. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Waste no time there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Ohtani swings through it for strike 1. Yo 1. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Freddie Freeman, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Fought off foul. And the 0-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Long gone. It finds the tree farm for a homer. Freddie Freeman bops one out of here. Home run number 5 on the season. Here's Max Muncy. In there, and it's 0-1. Muncy with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Whoa.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. McCarthy settles underneath it, and that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Tyler Freeman. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Ohtani, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Across the letters at 99.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Strikes him out with 100. Next for Colorado, Troy Johnston.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes moving under it. And there are two down. This is Willie Castro. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, Rojas out with room to spare, and that's the inning. On to the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Nope, that's low.
The lefty, the 1-0. And there's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
0-1. Ground ball up the middle. The flip. One at second. A sensational double play. So up next, Andy Pajes. That one pushed foul. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle, and that one handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Next for the Dodgers.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out.
And now the right fielder, Alex Call. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's 0-1.
Ball one.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. High fly ball out towards left field. McCarthy going back on it. And
foul,
that one is foul, so we'll try it again. And that'll do it. Back here in Denver as we go to the last of the third. Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Tovar thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. The 0-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a high chopper. Slinging it to first in time. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit.
Strike one.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. That one in triple digits. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Juan Mejia.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Rojas in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that's a foul ball. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Hey.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers. The
2 outs,
designated
base is
hitter,
empty.
Shohei
And up
Ohtani.
next for Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field. And just foul. Slides for the stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Coors Field, bottom 4, Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Fastball for a strike. That one in there across the letters.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
In the air, left field. Hernandez turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away. Goodman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Rockies yet to pick up a hit here. Just
No, that's
missed.
the ball.
Off the mark there. And now 3-1. Tap foul at the plate. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
2 down, nobody on. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here in Denver, ready now for the 5th inning. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's the strike.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Ground ball to the right side. Takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now it's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Mejia goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now on the bump, number 58.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hernandez in the box again, takes the strike. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Way out front for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Good job to fight that one off. And ball 1. Got him. 3rd out. Back here at Coors Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies.
Strike 1.
A 1 down. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Next for the Rockies.
Next is the designated hitter, Troy Johnston.
Johnston.
Strike.
The Dodgers leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for Colorado, Willie Castro.
Oh.
And the 1-0.
No, that's a ball.
Just missed. And the 3-0 finds the zone. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. All set for the top of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Gets him to chase after that one. Line to left, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. That gets by him. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes.
Yes.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And a foul ball. Got him. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And next for LA, Alex Call. Line drive, base hit. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Here's the 2-2. That one hammered left field, way back there. It's got a chance, and caught on the warning track. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Strike. Woo.
This to third, And the inning is over.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Stewart. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss, strike one. Oh, 1 now. High chopper to third, and that goes foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
And he chases that one. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Rockies.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And now the 0-1. That clips the corner. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That's a ball.
That one misses, and the count is filled up. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Back to the top of the order now. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit. He was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one misses. That's 5 straight. The Rockies hitless so far in the game. Line drive, and that blooper falls in, and there goes the no-no. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now at the plate, Mickey Moniak. He's 0 for 1. The 1-0. And it goes just foul. 2 on, 1 out. A little out front there as he swings through it. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Rojas for 1. Over to first, safe.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Brusdar Graterol.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Goodman swings through it for strike 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Rockies with a chance to get back into it here in the bottom of the 6th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chase Dollander.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's Ohtani. The 1-0.
That's out the corner.
Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here's Freddie Freeman. Fouled off left side. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one misses. Now 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. One out man at first. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 1 for 3. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone now.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Oh.
The Dodgers up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Ripped on the ground to second. That ends the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, number 7. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? Fights it off. You'll see another. And that one almost hit him. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Got him. 1 out.
Up next for the
Here's
Rockies.
Tyler Freeman to hit.
Second baseman, Tyler Freeman.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Troy Johnston will hit next.
Troy Johnston.
No, that's high.
One out and a runner at second here at the bottom of the seventh. Here's a 1-1. That one hammered but pulled foul. On the ground to first. He gets there with the slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. And first offering is fouled off. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And foul ball. That one almost got him. On the ground to short. Bats up with it. Whips it to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Back here in Denver, we go to the eighth. Mookie Betts digs in now. And the 1-0. There's a strike to Mookie. Next one misses. 3-1 now. Right through there for a strike. Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball to the letters, frozen for strike 3. Betts wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Man at first, nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And a big swing and a miss. Squirts away a little bit. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall. Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Man at first, one away. The 1-1. Back to the mound. It hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. Now here is Miguel Rojas.
Ball one.
Inside corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. Base hit into the outfield. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. So back to the top of the order. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Strike 2.
Nope. Ball one.
Smith started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. And it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Out number 3.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jack Dreyer.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Leading off, Ezekiel Tovar. Dreyer measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Hard ground ball, base 9. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the batter now, Brenton Doyle. Takes it in for the out. Back to the top of the order. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy.
Ball.
Tovar leads off first with 1 away. In the air to left center, Pajes on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Digging in, Mickey Moniak. This one in the air. And that is that.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Kopech. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. That one almost got him. And that's way high. 3-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over it.
Freeman swings through it for strike one.
Ball one.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth.
No.
Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Max Muncy at the dish. One out and a runner at second.
Ball.
That one finds the zone. That's strike two. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Throw to first is in time. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
That's the ball.
Man on second, two down. And now it's even up. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's the challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still two challenges left for them. Man at second. On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and no shot to get him in first. There's two aboard. Victor Vodnik comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And a foul ball. Two on, two outs.
Oh.
That one inside. Look out. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The 1-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, the tag, and they cut him down going for 2. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies.
Ball.
One down, base is empty here in the 9th.
Ball.
Two and one now. Fought off foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one misses. Full count now. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now, Tyler Freeman. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Up the middle, they get one. Over to first, but he beats it.
Now pitching for the
Emmett Sheehan gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Rockies down to their last out. And next is the designated hitter, Troy Johnston. The 0-1. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Tomoyuki Sagano. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Ball three.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Right through there for a strike. That one misses.
No, ball
So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And the 0-1.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And there's a foul ball.
That's ball two.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. One down. One out man at first. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Freeman moving under this one, and there's 2 down. Here's Muncy to hit. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. And that
Ball
is
one.
downstairs. Ball 1. And that one ripped to left, and that is that. Back here at Coors Field. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low twos last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
0-1. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. And there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Mickey Moniak.
Ball, that's outside.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Yamamoto takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman. And a foul ball.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
That
Ball
misses.
3.
Ball 3. That one ripped. And that is that. Back here in Denver, second inning set to go. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hey.
Yo, 1. Right through there for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Ball 1.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That's ball 2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
6, shortstop.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Just 1 hit and 10 at bats so far in this series. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Just 1 hit and 13 at bats for the series. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Ball, that's just out.
Two down, nobody on.
Inside, ball 2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. That's the third out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, number 7.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Yamamoto, in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
Aye.
Fastball is outside. Late swing, foul to the left. On the ground to short, bats up with it. Gets it to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. 3 hits and 12 trips so far in the series.
Ball.
Nothing here in the bottom of the 2nd.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled over to first.
He's out.
Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now Troy Johnston. Inside.
Ball. That's inside.
Ball 1.
Ball 2.
And a curve drops in for a strike. That's outside.
That's off the plate.
Full count now. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is that. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Check swing, and he went 0-1. On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting ninth, right fielder Alex
And now the
Call.
right fielder, Alex Call. Fouled off. He was late. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact.
Ball.
Smith avoids the first pitch for ball 1. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2. That one kicks away from the catcher. And the runner stays where he is.
Up next for the Dodgers, the
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Late on that fastball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it. Back here at Coors Field, set for the bottom of the third, Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. And the 1-0.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
That's one misses, and that's ball 3. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
That's outside.
The 1-0. That one misses. That's 5 straight. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Center fielder.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brenton Doyle. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Man at second. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And he swings over the top there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jake McCarthy digs in now. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball, that's up there.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. This one in the dirt. And it remains 2-2. The Rockies with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. And down on strikes. And that is the inning. Back here in Denver, on to the fourth. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Max Muncy at the dish. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there. The 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
That's to third. Castro. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 4th, Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Tap foul at the plate.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Here's a 1-2. Muncy. Long throw to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Next for Colorado, Hunter Goodman. Ball 1 there.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Nope.
That one outside. Ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Number 7, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Freeman. Grounded out his first time up.
Ball, that's upstairs. 2.
Goodman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. We go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Ball, that's out.
Ripped, but it curls foul. And a payoff pitch. It's a leadoff walk,
Ball 4.
and that's the go-ahead run.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And the batter now, Teoscar Hernandez. Inside. Ball 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Next one misses, and the count is filled up.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 1 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Oh, 1 down. And that one sliced foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Base hit center field. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 on, 1 out. That one close, ruled the ball. And now it's even 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 0-2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Go ahead run on base. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A strikeout and a walk. 2 on, 2 outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run double, and they lead by 2. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani.
Ball, that's down.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fought off foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. McCarthy under it. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Troy Johnston. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
All these Rockies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. This is Willie Castro. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Hey.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Right side. Freeman over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Michael Kopech.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Deal 1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Out towards right center field. Moniak takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate.
Ball. Ball 2.
Check swing, and he went. And a count 2-1. You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. Payoff pitch. The other way, and he beats the shift. So a man aboard now with one away.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now it's going to be Andy Pajes.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0. Man at first, one away. In the air to left center. Doyle on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here's Mookie now.
Ball in.
And the 1-0. Muncy off of first with two away. This one in the air center field. Doyle moving under it. And that is that. Back here in Denver, well, we go bottom six. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. That hits the dirt, and that's ball one.
Hey. Ball, that's low.
On the ground at first. Freeman steps on the bag. One away, bottom of the sixth. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. And a foul ball. On the inside corner for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that
Ball
curveball.
one.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. So up next, Mickey Moniak. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Muncy should have this one. And that will end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Victor Vodnik.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Leading off, Teoscar Hernandez. That missed by a lot. And that is ball one.
Hey.
that one at triple digits.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. One now. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here's a 1-2. Just
Inside
missed. Goes down looking.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Goodman lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Nope, that's inside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Now one
That's
miss.
ball 3.
Got him looking. One away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. Goodman not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter. Swing and a miss as he was late. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Up the middle. Off balance throw in time. And there's 2 away. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no into the 8th. Freeman in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The Rockies hitless so far in the game.
Ball.
The 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Outside,
and
that's
perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
The kick, the 3-2. Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. He goes down looking. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Will Smith.
Inside, ball 1.
One and 2 here. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And here's the slugger who starts at DH, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hey!
The 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front. 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Number 58 takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here is Freddie Freeman. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Breaking ball inside. Full count now. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now it's Max Muncy. Inning over. Back here at Coors Field, and this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Johnston leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That finds the mark on the inside corner. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. He is struck out and he is walked.
Hey.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Rockies, the shortstop,
Tanner Scott gets the ball now. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So digging in, Ezekiel Tovar. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Juan Mejia.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Digging in, Andy Pajes. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One up, one down. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Nope. That's inside.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Mookie Betts down on strikes. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Oh, 1 now.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Well, that two-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So a man at first. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Grabs it on the run. And that is that.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That one at triple digits.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good job to fight that one off. Oh, and this one's hammered, and it's not coming back, and there goes the bid in history. Their first hit finally comes on a homer, and just like that, they're within a run. Back to the top of the order, Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swings through that high fastball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him swinging for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now at the plate, Mickey Moniak. Not close with that one. Ball 1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
And another ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. It's their second home run of the inning, and we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2 here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Hunter Goodman will hit next. Two runs across in the inning here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Way high there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a drive, deep right field. This one's got a chance. Just missed it.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Dodgers.
change here,
Number
Jack
86.
Dreyer.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Denver, on to extra innings. Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Well, not easy to bounce back mentally after blowing the lead in the bottom of the 9th, but we'll see what this team has on the road in extras.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball 2.
High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Got him swinging.
Up next for the